We're live!
Hey dolls, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, the suet here for my live. I hope that you're having a good Saturday. It's hot as balls in Toronto. I just need to be clear, it is very warm in Toronto. I'm hoping that I don't perspire my face off. I'm here with the gorgeous Candice Gregoris on the switchboard. She is controlling the whole shebang.
Have a great day!
And I'm just finishing just a bit of powder contour. Here's the great debate that we have over at Teresa Mulhern's channel, which was a live R&R today, which was a lot of fun. Contour versus bronzer. Now, I've got this palette. I'm trying to see if it's a bronzer. It says officially what it is. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Powder bronzer palette. So this is this came 2 advent calendars ago, and this is the palette. And it is, I think, up here it's bronzer, down here it's contour. I like to use bronzer for contour because I feel like, and I'm warning you now, my nose is running. It always runs. I feel like I should just stick tissue up my nose. But then that's the look. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just can't. Also, I'm afraid I'm going to snuff it in and I'll never see it again. But when you put contour on your forehead, you don't want the blue contour, the dark, like the cool tones up here, because this is where the sun hits you. And we have to contour our forehead to put a wig on so that that line doesn't just look harsh. So I always lean towards like these tones when I'm doing my forehead, and then these tones when I'm doing the lower and the back half. So like I would go in with this darker color and maybe pick a little of that up so it's not too severe. And then like for my cheek contour, I also pitch the brush because I like to pitch. But you see how like I'm controlling where that's going? And once that's kind of off the brush a bit, then I can start blending that out. And I just do circles. But I like to get that pocket in there. I don't like to bring that too far forward either because it muddies up the blush in the face, but I want it back here where I want to create a cheekbone. But when I'm contouring my chin, and I'm using the same brush, I'll go in with these 2 colors. And I like to just on the edge of the chin, just ever so slightly, but I don't want it to be a cool dark shadow because it actually makes your face look dirty.
Oh.
And I'm talking to daywalkers right now. Like the stage, regardless of whether you're a woman performing on stage or a drag queen or anybody with stage makeup on, you want those harsh lines on stage so it creates your shapes because the lights blow them all out. But when you're talking to people on camera or in real life, if your makeup is distracting, then they're talking to you like this. Do you know what I mean? They're looking at your peripherals, and that's never good. But yeah, so I like to have those warmer bits, and then I'll go into like the darker colors just back here. Because that's where I want the darker colors to be. And I brush them forward into the warmer tones. And I feel like that gives you more of a natural look. I mean, I'm a drag queen, I'm not going for a natural look, but I do like it to still look like it's in the realm of physics. Do you know what I mean? But I just come forward a little bit. And then I'll go back into like some of the lighter tones and just buff that out a little so it's not too painful.
I just want to say hello to a few people who have joined.
Woo!
So, Beauty Moon Cosmetics.
Tori's here. How are you, Tori?
And we've got Godiva Ferguson. Hello.
Godiva. Hello, my love.
And
what a great name.
It's wonderful. And Not Your Basic Steph.
Oh, I have the purse. Steph's here. So yeah, that's how I do contour. I like to use some of the warmer tones just to, especially when you come to the front of the face, you shouldn't have a shadow at the front of your face. That's where light's hitting, right? So it's just how when I'm up at night contemplating the troubles of the world, these are the thoughts that
I mean, I'm glad you're thinking about it.
I think them and I lose sleep. Pretty.
Bless.
So, speaking of beauty and cosmetics, my eyebrows I did with my new eyebrow palette, which is the Beauty and Cosmetics Mantra. There's some really beautiful orange tones in here. There's actually some great, I can't wait. This color here makes me insane. This color here makes me insane. I love these shimmers, all of them, all of them. But for my eyebrows, I use a combination of these two yellows in the front. This blending into that's Tempt blending into Inferno for the body. And then the tail is Lust and Dominion, mostly Dominion at the edge.
That's nice.
And then I clean it up with a bit of eye primer. And I'm trying a new eye primer, and I quite like it. It's not as white looking, like when you put on like P. Louise. It's quite pasty looking, like white glue. This is nice. It dries so quick.
You know what, Silver Sweet? I want you to know that you are not chopped liver. I was just scrolling through things, but good to call me out.
Yeah.
Hello, Silver Sweet. So glad you're here.
Don't you miss saying hi to Nick? I'll punch you right in the head.
Well, I mean, I've been warned. And hello, Cody. And we've got Dave S. Teresa's here.
Teresa Ballhard.
Yeah, she's cooking dinner.
She's trouble. I'm having a very Canadian, even though it's not owned by Canada anymore, Tim Hortons coffee. This is an extra large. I always get an extra large because I let it go cold. I'll drink it like over 3 or 4 hours. And then by the time it loses that inviting warmth, I throw ice cubes in it. That's who I am. What's sad is that that's who my mother was. My mother used to have, and I used to stare at her and go, what is wrong with you? And now I'm the same way. So I don't have an answer to what was wrong with her, and I can't explain myself. All I'm saying is that's what I'm drinking. I hope you're doing the same. So for the look today, again, Tori, what happened? She released a new palette, the Medusa palette. Can I just tell you, I've already done a review of this for Drag Queens Approved. I won't tell you how it went because it's not how you think it went. But I'm editing it. It's going to go up tomorrow because the way this is where my spectral oddities come into play. When you go to YouTube to the studio, it shows you the latest video that you've released and how it's doing. And then it lets you know who's left a comment so you can comment back and blah, blah, blah. If I release like a YouTube video review of Drag Race, that's fine. But if I do a live, then that's the next video. And I don't care how the lives do numbers-wise because they're of the moment. Do you know what I mean? People tune in or they don't. So I wanted to release the review of Medusa before we did the live. But then I thought, then I'm going to have to look at that live, the numbers on that live not moving every time I go into the studio, which would make me crazy. So I'm putting up the review of Medusa tomorrow or later today after the live so that I don't have to look at the live. There. That's the trouble of me. That's the struggle, the uphill battle I fight. It makes sense to me, and as long as I'm okay with doing it that way, then no one gets hurt. But sometimes I fight myself. Anyway, this palette, I have to tell you, the one thing I love about it is how mature this is. Tori, here's another thing I'm doing. I'm doing a review of my beauty and cosmetic palettes after this. I'm filming it. I'll edit it. I'll have it posted next week. I have 16 palettes, and I think I bought most of them. I think maybe a quarter of them were PR. This was PR, and this was PR. But the thing I noticed with a lot of Tori's makeup, because it's so bright, and I always call it festival makeup in my mind because it's bright. It's not just colorful. It's bright. It's meant to be seen outside during the day, and the sparkles and the glitters that she puts together are the best in the business. And so when I saw this palette right away, it just seemed very mature for cosmetics because it's dark. There's that relief of Medusa in there, and then the gold lettering is just beautiful. But compared to a lot of the other palettes, even this one's a little more mature because it's less colorful, but like this just seems more mature. And then the color story here. When I first saw a picture of this, it looked very bright, like light. It didn't film as dark as it is. And even when I look at this now, it's not as dark as it is in person. Like this color here, coil, deep coil. Yeah, I remember. I like this one. Deep coil looks very gray on camera, but it's actually quite a dark green.
Oh, I see
Yeah, I
that.
don't want to get ahead of
It's like
the
an
lights.
olive drab or something.
Yeah. And then this here, snake bite. It looks like a mid-tone green. Ooh, it looks like a mid-tone green, but it's actually quite dark.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see
and
that.
these purples that are here, I'm expecting them to be darker than they look in the pan. Because that's the thing with a lot of the formulas that Beauty Moon has. They look light, but then you put them on, they're so saturated. It's really quite a spectacular thing. The other thing I want to do, this petrifies this color right here. And you see how it goes red, and then, but it's a black base.
Right.
But there, I'm just gonna put it on my finger. See how dark it is?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run it across the back of my hand because there's more surfaces on the back of my hand, so you're gonna see more of the shift.
Right.
But it goes red. There's a green in it. There's a gold. It's just very eclectic, this color. I'm going to do a look today that I would never normally do because I have quite small eyes comparatively to the rest of the world. And I feel like as a drag queen, I need to do a cut crease to make them look bigger. But I really like a smoky eye, especially if they put glitter in the eyelid area. So what I want to do is I'm going to take advantage of this being the the Medusa palette, which, by the way, you can pre-order right now on Beauty Moon Cosmetics because they sold out. That's how popular this is. When was the last time they sold out that quickly? Was it my palette? Was it the Wilma Fingerdoo palette? Was that right? So right now you can pre-order because the order's in. So you can get the first one that comes once the shipments arrive. But part of the collection is also this. This is the Medusa eye shadow base. This is in black. And this is on a doe foot applicator. I don't know if I'm making it look, yeah, it's just like that. And it goes on like that. This dries incredibly quickly. It's usable as not just an eyeshadow primer, but you use it as eyeliner, lipstick. This is a great product to put things on, like any of the Beauty Moon cosmetic shimmers, or I'm just tapping it out. This dries quite quickly, but I'm tapping it out just to dry it faster.
Yeah, Teresa's saying so smart to have a black primer. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go into Venom Veil, and if you can see the difference in it.
Oh.
It pops more on the black.
Right.
I've just got a lot of black on my hand right now, so I think it's popping all over. But it's a great way. Like, I want to take that Petrify and put it. Yeah, you see how it's much brighter?
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to do my lid with the eyeshadow base, and then do a smoky color out. But on that eyeshadow base, I'm going to put Petrify. Yeah, it's funny. I can't even tell. It's such a different color now. When I look at it here, it's green. And then it's kind of gold and pink. Oh, it's a great color. It's my favorite in the pan, and yet it's one of the colors that I would be more nervous about using because I'm not used to those kind of colors. So Let me grab a fabulous pencil brush from the Poppies and Fluff Cosmetics line. Yes, Steph, I'm using your brushes. And I'm going to go into Obsidian Rain. Sounds dirty. Oh, Obsidian Fang. That sounds less dirty. This purple right here. I haven't used this purple yet. I'm just going to start my smoky eye shade. Yeah, see how dark that goes on? It doesn't look that dark in the face.
Wow. Oh, we've got a couple hellos. Now, forgive me if I mispronounce names, but I don't know if it's Michael Sennett from Norway.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
From Norway. They're starting their
Michelle?
vacation. Yeah, Michelle.
Oh, that's great. Where are they off to?
Germany.
Oh, my sister's partner's from Germany.
Oh, nice.
I've never been. I want to go.
And DeLamarcus Washington III. Hello, are you drag? Well, hello. You know what I mean? We aim to please.
We please. I don't know if we aim.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There might be some scattershot pleasure.
I just dove right into this shade with this pencil brush, and I kind of dug at it. And there's a lot of kick up in the pan, and I got fallout. And this surprises me. I rarely get fallout from you, so I think it was me being aggressive with this brush and that color. As I say, I haven't used it yet, so I'm not taking that too much to heart because, yeah, it's not happening on this side. So clearly, I'm being a little more careful. So just a heads up. I always put a bake down because I do my eyes last because it takes me forever to do my complexion.
You know what? It's so funny. Silver Swedish just put in a comment saying that they're working on Halloween cards, and Wilma, yours is done. So that's a promise and a threat.
Oh my God.
So honestly, I'm looking forward to Halloween myself. Just so it would be cooler.
You know that pink and green pillow on my.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. The Disney villainesses.
Yeah. Oh guys, I'm just gonna say I think that's really a true aubergine.
Yep.
It's like a black purple. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now I'm just gonna take. Oh, I don't know. There's so many poppy and fluff brushes. I don't know which one. So this is a flat. I'm not very good at this. This is a flatter fluffy brush.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah. See, I just tear.
Teresa said she's living for your brows. They're spectacular.
Here's the thing. When Matthew Anderson was doing RuPaul's makeup,
right,
he invented that almost non-existent eyebrow. It's ombre and almost non-existent near the middle of her face. And most of the body of it, you only see because of the color under it. It's almost a nude eyebrow. And as it gets closer to the outside, it gets darker. I'm obsessed with her eyebrows forever. And then when Denise Cherneau, who did the art for the cover of my Beauty Moon palette, was first doing wigs for me, she said, "You're a ginger. You need ginger wigs." And I am a ginger by birth. I'm a ginger, but I always wanted Wilma to be a redhead, but I was so broke. I was just buying whatever wigs I could afford, and it was always wigs I could get to us so I could bump them up, And so I could get whatever color. And so Denise was the one that kind of cemented me being a redhead. I have never been a fan of people matching their eyebrows to their wig because it can look weird. But because I really like that ombre and make them dark on the outside, I don't know. I've been doing them orange for over 5 years now, but I've gotten good at it, and then like to have the fade. And I think what makes it less cartoony is because I put more color than just one. You know what I mean? Like I like to give it, like if you're looking face on at somebody everything's darker as it curves around because it concentrates what you're seeing.
Mm.
So that's why I put a darker tail and fade it out so that it gives my face more shape this way.
Right.
And so that's it's Matthew Anderson eyebrow. That's it. Everyone always compliments me. Compliment at Matthew Anderson. He's the reason that I. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. The reason I like this brush is because it's thin, even though it's kind of fluffy. I can run it along the edge of something and just blend the edge and not worry. Oh, it looks like I still have some. I cleaned these. I want you to know I cleaned these, but I think I still have some green on this.
Oh.
I just noticed green on it. No, now it's all just want to fade this out a little because I'm going to add the other purple. And the reason I've stopped here is this is usually where my wing goes. So I've gotten to a point where I don't put makeup where I don't need it.
Fair
It
enough.
makes me crazy. Like, because I'm doing stuff on my eyelid, I don't bring them, I try to keep the makeup up high so I'm not wasting it. That's a Scottish thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really done a smoky eye. I'm not good at halo eyes. I tried. Anytime somebody does a halo eye tutorial or they're doing a halo eye in a video, I watch it. I don't care who they are. Because you never know where you're going to get your inspiration from. And it's not good. But I think it's also because as a drag queen, it's hard to do a smoky eye because you don't get that. You actually really don't get that close to your eyes with the makeup. But very excited because I don't know if anyone's been watching any of my drag queen approved videos, but I filmed them in my living room. Well, actually, my dining room with the living room in the background. And the reason that I've been doing that is because when Wilhelmina and I get ready to do our review, we get ready out there because the table's bigger. And then we film it here, and it's just easier in here to film because there's nothing in here but the lights of the camera. And Chloe Demure from Save the Victory Roll commented and said she really liked watching the drag queen approved video in another room because I'm normally just in front of this wall or whatever. So it made me like go, oh, so now the drag race is kind of done. Look at how well that faded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just using this and the one color. I'm not using anything else. And I'm just putting the color back in with the first brush, that pencil brush.
Hello, Christopher. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, hey. But oh, what was I talking about? Isn't that terrible?
I know. The last thing I remember you saying was that you're just using the one color to fade everything out.
Oh, I don't remember what I was talking about.
We'll continue.
It had to do with makeup. Oh, so we don't have Drag Race for the next couple of months. Like, it sounds to me like the next Drag Race show will be UK, which usually happens end of September. So I'm at least looking to all of August as being a break from Drag Race. But what that's allowing me to do is other videos. And one of the things that I want to do is more, not necessarily drag queen approved, but just using these makeup palettes that I have that people don't talk about anymore. And I think the way I like doing it is with my makeup in movies, where I talk about a movie and then I use a palette. So the first makeup in movies I have planned to go is The Outsiders for Teresa Mulhern.
Oh, and she literally just posted makeup in movies, please and thank you.
Yeah. So I've already started, Teresa, I've already started assembling all my information. I'm hoping to film it next week, which means it should be out in a week after that. Because the hard thing with those is I scour the internet for imaging because the way I film them, I just don't want it to be me talking and not looking at you. And then in 1962, they went, or you know, like I was like, and then I read something and I go, well, you know. So the way I like to do it is I like to hide any of the technical like edits that I have to do for me with the talking and that with pictures. And then I was a huge fan of films in school. Like whenever we had like in Canada, it was called the National Film Board, and an NFB film. And some of these would be really great illustration films. We have a great film cartoon called The Big Snit in Canada here.
Yeah.
And there's also the cartoon to the Log Riders Waltz.
Right.
These are things I grew up watching on TV, and some people see them and they're like, "What is that?" And it's but those are the things that. I thought again. I started singing the Log Riders.
I know, that's the last thing I remember too. You talking about the Log Riders?
Oh God!
But makeup in movies. We got there from movies because then you started talking about great films in Canada.
When I watched those films, as a kid, we'd go to the library, or maybe it was even in the classroom that closed the lights. But it's fantastic. There's always these images that would like not Ken Burns, but you know, pictures would scroll by and overlap and things. And so when I edit my makeup in movies, I do all that because I just think it makes it. So it takes time. That's where all my time goes when I'm editing those. But I love to edit them. All right.
We've got a few hellos.
Hello.
So hi, Jesse. Thanks for being with us today. So glad you could make it.
Jesse.
Marissa is here saying ciao ciao birthday gemelli, so birthday twins. Hey Marissa, hi. Jen Furlow is here and she's saying that she's a newbie. Well, Jen, welcome to the conversation.
Welcome, Jen.
And Steph says she has to pop off, but I hope you're feeling better because she says she's a bit under the weather. So, but
oh, nice.
But glad you joined us for as long as you could, and for everyone, just hello and welcome. Was there a comment that you wanted?
I just realized that mic is all the way over there. Do I sound less volumey than Candace? Anyone who's watching right now?
Yeah, let me know. How do we find the balance?
Well, all I would suggest is you tilt it towards me more. Yeah, I think you can live there. But I just was worried that I just realized that it's all the way over there.
And no worries.
Talking loud enough.
We've made some adjustments. Hopefully, y'all notice some improvements.
Okay, so I'm sorry that there's not a lighter. It's funny because this looks very berry purple in the can, but on my eyes, I think it's very blue purple. You see the difference?
Right.
I just love that. Like it's a surprise. But now I'm wondering.
Oh, they're saying the sound is worse now.
Oh, it's worse than I said. Never mind.
So we're putting it back. We're putting it back.
So I am now, I'm not sure. I always try stuff on my hand to see if I like it. Oh, maybe I will use, oh, that's all right. Okay. So I didn't think it would work. First of all, I can't say enough about serpent skin. This is such a great color. It's like baby bum green. It's just, I just love it. But I'm going to take Bronze Ritual.
So that's serpent skin up there.
Yeah. I'm going to take this one down in the corner, and I'm going to fade out the purple with this color right here. So I'm going to take a bigger. Here's a nice poppy and fluff. fluffy brush. Let's take a little bit of this and see how it goes. Worried. These two colors shouldn't go together. Just want to fade the purple out into some. I'm not using a lot either. I'm just tapping once and just kind of putting this right along the edge. Also, I think this color will lend itself well to my nose. So I'm going to bring it down. Okay, this is an experiment for sure. What all goes. I tried to watch Hunting Wives.
Oh, I don't even know what that
Well,
is.
I think it's on Crave. And Brittany Snow, who was in all the It's Perfect movies. She also
Right.
played Heather Van Tussle in the film of the musical with Nikki Blonsky, Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love her. I just think she is just one of the best and enjoyable actresses. And so I have to watch anything she's in, but I'm not a big fan of this show.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just, and everyone who's in it's great. There's some great actors in it, but they're just not. I'm just going back in with this purple to blend it. But there's just not. I find like they're trying to be obtuse to be interesting, and it's like, but the story's not making sense. Like they have this whole reverse storyline, like so it starts out with something they go 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, okay. It's all flashback.
Some of it, yeah, not excessively, but yeah.
Okay.
And so for me, you need to have a really well-written script for that to work, and I feel they don't.
You know, I'm finding like in general that's happening more and more. Like they open on the ending, and then it's like now we're gonna go backward and tell you how we got to this ending, as opposed to things
Well, that's the
starting
classic.
with a linear style.
That's the classic Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, like it's a classic story trope for sure, but you really need to have a good way to tell a story for that to work. And I feel like this one's not. I feel like Hunting Wives or whatever is written more for shock or intrigue than for clever.
Oh, fair enough. I've got a few questions in the comments if you can throw a few out there. Okay. Jen is wondering, how did you learn to put makeup on? I'm a late bloomer starting in her 40s. Jen, I'm gendering you, but please correct me if I am incorrect. And Jen also throwing in that the OG Hairspray with Divine was better. And to that, I will say I am literally wearing a Divine t-shirt today.
Candace is. She has some of the best Divine references of anybody.
I was a big John
Waters fan. I learned how to do my makeup. Well, I went to art school. So before I even thought of doing makeup, I was learning colors and building preferences for what my aesthetic is, how I like colors to move or blend or do all those things. And so by the time makeup rolled around, I just played with it. I also lived on my own at 16, so I could buy this stuff and leave it around my room without worrying about my parents walking in because I was living on my own. So I just experimented, but what really helped with a lot of like classic drag application and stuff like that was YouTube. And what I always say to people is find someone on YouTube with the same shaped face as you and see how they put makeup. Because you know, if you've got a skinny face, you don't want a fat face showing you how to create cheekbones. You want big fat cheekbones. But
Right.
if you have a fat face and there's some skinny person there contouring out their cheekbones, you don't want to do it that way because your face isn't that shape. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's really what I did was like the first person I really started following for tutorials was Nikki tutorials because she had a big wide face.
Hmm.
And then Ginger Minge had an excellent early, like after her season 7 drag race, she had a makeup tutorial on how she puts her makeup on, and it was excellent. Delta Work is another big queen. She does a great tutorial. Somebody else who's excellent with makeup is Deja Sky. She's been doing since All Stars 10. She's been recreating her fellow castmates' makeup looks and doing really, really great analysis as to, oh, they do this, they use this, they like this look, whatever. And I'm just really impressed with her makeup skills. But on Instagram, if you start following makeup channels, and some of them are little cute, quick video tutorials, others are just pictures. But when you start looking, like one thing I did was on my computer, my screensaver was makeup looks. Like just I would collect pictures off the internet. I said, oh, geez, that's a beautiful face. And I, screen grab it. And my screensavers were all these pictures. And so even when I wasn't doing makeup, I was seeing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It really kind of permeated my subconscious. I'm just going to try and get rid of all this.
Yeah, no worries. And Teresa made an earlier comment and about how there's not as many tutorials on YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel that because I remember what used to happen would be after a season of Drag Race, then there would be like this series of in studio white background. I'm going to show you how I did my entrance look. I'm going to show you how I did, because there's this one with Detox doing an 80s look, which anytime I'm having a bad day, put it on because it's one of the best makeup tutorials slash comedy videos you'll ever see. Is this old one? I wish they did them more.
Detox does this thing where she takes a brush and she goes and puts one dab of color. Oh,
oh, it's a pretty great.
It makes me laugh so hard. She's got the best sense of humor about herself. But yeah, I think everybody's different. Do you know what I mean? Everyone has a different way that they do something. So my suggestion is to do whatever works for you. And if you don't know anything, try it.
Yeah, fair enough. We've got a question from Jesse.
Go.
Jesse wants to know, what is your absolute go-to from Jorge cocktail?
Oh, I don't know.
You had that slappy one the other day.
Yeah, the any of the puckers or the slaps. I like something with a little kick, like a little sour. I don't like the sour candy that makes your eyes squint. Like I don't like that.
Right.
But I do like lemonade, pink lemonade. I'm not a big drinker, so I appreciate vodka.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have a martini, it has to be gin because vodka and martinis are disgusting.
Oh, okay. Let us know how you feel.
Yeah. Hendrick's gin because it's a cucumber flavor. And it's just great in the summer. It's great if you have like a ice cold Hendrick's martini, which is just Hendrick's in a glass. Maybe a slice of cucumber in there or a peel or something. I don't like it when people put peels into the drink because it looks like compost. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like garbage in my drink.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm not sure how much I hate or like those two colors blending together, but I need to finesse them out a bit. But I am now taking the Medusa eyeshadow. Right here, this, and I am going to put this on my eyelid and see how this works. If I want to put this, like if I were cutting a crease, I want this to go in the crease. And I'm going to go over so far because my eyeliner goes And you can use this as eyeliner, but it's a little, the thing I like about this primer is it's not thick and it dries quickly. But the other problem with it is because it's not thick, it's hard to get a good eyeliner line out of it because you keep, it's better to do a line, let it dry, and then do a line over top.
Right.
Because it does build up, but it has to dry. Otherwise, I find this primer moves around, which is not a problem as long as you know that's what it's going to do. So,
Daisy Ex Machina,
oh my
the
God.
speculative
Hey,
detective,
Daisy.
is getting into drag also.
Woo. Oh, it's her live. That's right.
Yeah. And Michael Frost says hello.
Hello, Michael.
And Tim. Hi, Tim.
Tim Hip.
Tim Cravey.
Hey, Tim Craig.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, this is going, it's covering everything really beautifully. Like the one thing I like about this is you can't see where the purple stops and the eyelid is, like, so it's not like where it's going over the eyeshadow, it's darker, like it's evenly opaque.
Right.
Just need to balance it out. This is the funny thing, when you're drawing your face on, when you're putting makeup on your face and you're following your face lines, even if you're slightly correcting, leveling things out or whatever, it's your face. But when you're drawing on drag, it's not your face, it's other shapes. Like you're putting an eyelid up near your eyebrow, and it's weird. And the one thing I find is that because I edit myself, so if I have a bad makeup day, all I'm doing while I'm editing is just staring at that one mistake I had. Like the last video, not the last one, the one before, for episode 11 of Drag Race. This one I went this way and this one went up. It was crazy. And I couldn't do anything about it because it had happened. And one thing that I've been noticing is one of my eyelids cut because nobody's eyes are equal. Like something's off somewhere. I kept making one bigger because when I was editing, it looked smaller than the other one. But the one I was making bigger was the one that was bigger.
Oh.
Because it was reversed, right? So when I was putting on the makeup, I was enlarging this one because when I was looking at the camera, it was this eye that was too big, and I kept making. So I was starting to get Popeye look. It was terrible, but yeah, I just want to send a shout out to Misconception. She is performing in Provincetown right now.
Nice.
All her costumes, but now she's international and she's too busy. Just dry. I'm just giving this an extra dry. So I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to go.
Trust and believe.
I had a lot of luck the last time I used a shimmer from Beauty Moon. And I think it was this with this green. Whatever that's called, it is
Midnight Stone.
Yeah. So I used this flat brush, which I'm assuming is for like concealer or something. But I find the flat brushes do best with the shims and the multi-chromes. Get them on. So just going to see how this goes on dry out of the pan. Just going to put it right on where all the black is. Just patting it on to get it on. Sorry. It's usually like you got to get a couple of layers down before it starts to show its magic side. don't know how that looks.
Mm.
It's too dark. There's a lot of glitter going on, but it might be too dark. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm going to go over this with Venom Veil. I'm just flipping the brush over to the other side so I can use the same brush for two different. Some extra Hello Kitty. Now I'm going to try primer. I mean, fix spray. Just try it wet. That first one was dry. Wondering if this is too black. Might be too black. I'm going to actually just to try another color because we're here, we're testing.
Exactly. We're here to have a lot of fun.
I'm going to grab this P. Louise brush here. Oh, I'm going to go into Wrath because it's quite pink. This one here.
Right.
And let me see how this does.
Well, we're having a great conversation in the comments about John Waters movies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Teresa Mulhern is saying that she hasn't seen Cry Baby in years.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Yeah. And Daisy was saying that they have a soft spot for polyester.
Oh, yeah.
And that one of their friends used to rent pink flamingos for her first dates just to see how they would react.
Oh, mean.
Honestly, one of my first jobs was working at a video store. So still VHS, not even when we made the move to DVD. And I used to put Female Trouble on in the store because why not?
Why not? You're working too.
That's right. So I'd say Female Trouble is the one that I probably have the soft spot for, just for those video store days.
Yeah. Pretty pretty. So I'm taking a little Jolie glitter gel. And I am grabbing.
Hello, Lady Jenny, anytime.
Oh, hide your purse. So one of the things that came with the Medusa bundle were two pigments. One was black. One was called this one's Stone Tears. It's the silver one.
Okay.
It's very silver. And I can't remember what the black one's called, but I took a drop of Jolie Beauty glitter gel, and I'm mixing this Stone Tears into it, create an eyeliner. What I want to do is pump up the edge of this. Well, this seems to like that's a bit better.
Mm. Godiva Ferguson is saying that they really appreciate knowing which brushes you and Teresa use because they're hopeless at guessing.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think any brush is specific for anything. I think that the more you use a brush, the more you realize what brushes work for the way you work. And the thing I love about the Poppy and Fluff brushes is there's no numbers on them.
Right.
So there's no pressure for you to use them for what they're meant to be used for. But anything that's flat, I always assume is meant for wet products, like foundation or concealer or things like that. I also like a flat brush to help blend out lipstick and things. But like when I first started doing makeup, I smudger brushes, these short little smudger brushes like this, were all the rage, and people would use them to smudge out their eyelashes.
Yeah.
Now they call them packers.
Right.
Because everyone puts some makeup on differently now. So
honestly, I'm always just like, is it synthetic or is it natural? Because then I also just want to know how much can I abuse it, and what wet products can I put it in a cream or something like that.
Right.
So I'm always looking for really nice. I have some really, really nice natural brushes that I've had like since the 80s, like since my mom bought them for me as a teenager. But I also have some other really good. I'm always on the lookout for some really nice synthetic ones. And I have to say, I did recently buy that pink set from
the Beauty Moon brush.
Yeah, from Beauty Moon, and I'm really enjoying that.
Such a good price point.
Oh, and Daisy makes this great point, which is right. Like, I'm totally with this. Use the occasional face paint brush, which is your basic art supply brush. Yeah. Go to a Dessert, go to a Michael's, go to your art supply shop and see if there's some things there that, work, or experiment with
Also,
the brushes
dollar
too.
stores have brushes.
Yeah.
And they're all there for different reasons. Sometimes companies go out of business and things get sold to, a liquidator. And
oh, you know what? And here's something else too, is that if you have like a discount shop, like we have something like called Winners, which I guess is in the States is like Marshalls or something like that. Or if you have some other kind of retailer like that, sometimes I've gone in there and like say all of a brush set of a big brand didn't get sold.
Right.
I'll find like you can get some really nice brushes in there sometimes as well. Like you can just go to a Winners or Marshalls or something. I mean, you have to look around, but
well, that's the thing too. When you start to notice makeup and pay attention to makeup, then you start to see the products more too. So you might be in a store and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you notice the makeup because you're more aware of it. And you'll see, oh, I know that palette, or oh, that's a good brush company.
yeah.
Like Jessup is an excellent brush company. They sell off Amazon if you're that person. And they I think that they're a great inexpensive brush company, but something like Morphe, they had a sale and I bought a bunch of Morphe brushes because at the time everyone was talking about Morphe. And I've done this only because someone like me to do this kind of makeup. But the first thing I did with the Morphe brush was use a powder brush or something, and I had not one, but like 3 or 4 bristles on my face.
Wow.
So I spent all this money on Morphe, and it didn't help me.
Interesting. There's a Canadian brush company called Smith Cosmetics.
Oh yeah.
And I will say they are not inexpensive brushes.
No.
But I try to be very selective. Like, what brushes do they have that no one else has or that I don't see? Because if I'm going to spend the money, I'm not going to buy it on a a blending brush that everyone has. I'm going to look at like, what is it that makes your brush different? And they do have this brush called an arrowhead brush, and they've got a couple of them in a couple sizes. And I have to say, they are so good for getting into tight, small little areas, or particularly when you're doing coverage on the lid. Like I really like them. And you know what I mean? Support a Canadian company as well.
Yeah.
And small companies, right? It's just, good to try different things.
Yeah. Are they synthetic or natural?
They have both, so you can select.
There's another Canadian company that closed. It was a mother-daughter company, and they had all their brushes handmade in Japan with classic brush blocks.
Oh, wow.
And they were all goat hair.
Oh.
And I don't use natural brushes because I can't afford them. But also, it's harder to clean a natural brush.
It is.
Really
they are.
Take care of that hair. And I really like them. I was afraid to use them.
You know what? I've had that too, where it's like, oh my God, this brush is so good. I don't want to ruin
it. They were
it.
expensive, but what I noticed was they weren't more expensive than a matte brush. And matte brushes are synthetic. Sorry, they're synthetic, and these were natural. So that's what kind of brought me into trying out the bristle brushes, because it was a Canadian company. And I do like them. Like I have them. I've used them. But they're so what I'm doing right now is I'm taking Wicked Bloom, which is this. It looks like a terracotta color, but it's actually going on a little purpley, and I'm just blending it. I didn't like that bronze ritual. It's a good color, but it wasn't going with this purple. So just blending it out. Can you see any of that sparkle on my lid?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay, good. As long as you can see it. It's hard for me to see it in the mirror because the lights are hitting me.
Yeah, but I see it on camera.
Okay, good. Also, this is the black glitter. The lid on it. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah.
I bought these. So I got this in PR, but I bought the eyeshadow primer and the two pigments myself. And Tori very kindly threw that in, and I'm glad she did, because I wasn't going to get it. Like, and the only reason was A, I'm broken. B, you don't need every palette. But I also, as I said when I first saw this on a picture of it on Instagram, it looked lighter, like not as deep. And I was like, oh, okay, it's nice, but. And then I saw Carrie Kay do tutorial with it, and I was like, oh,
wow.
Oh. I don't think I'm doing the palette excellent justice today, but as I said, we're an experiment.
We're having fun.
So I'm just going to do my upper eyeliner now. I use a Black Radiance liquid liner.
Nice.
It's no joke.
Stella is saying that they like the contrast that is already happening.
Oh, good.
Thanks, Stella. So Jen is curious to know where in Canada we're from. Well, we're coming live to you from Toronto. So Jen, I take this to mean that you're not in Canada. So where are you, Jen? We got people from all over.
Yeah, we got Ireland, England, Vermont, Lady Jenny.
Yeah, very lucky to connect with this fun group from all over. Yay, Teresa representing the Irish crew.
Yeah, Teresa's great. I always love when she does her swatching Sundays because she goes outside her house in Ireland, and even though she's constantly complaining about the weather, I just am so appreciative to see outside in another country. I just really, it just makes me warm and fuzzy.
Oh, Jen's saying that they're from Texas. You know,
Oh, bless your heart.
yeah, but you know what? But I'll tell you something, Jen. Of all the places, I got a flatlander here in Winnipeg. That's amazing. Of all the places I've been in the United States, Texas is the place that I've been to probably the second most. I've been to Dallas, the general Metroplex area. Jen, I hope I'm blowing your mind with being able to say Metroplex. I had an ex who went to school in Texas. So I used to fly down and see him. There you go. And then I also had for work, I had to fly down to Texas quite a bit. So Dallas in particular, but I've been to other places too, San Antonio, Austin. And what I mean in Dallas is really Dallas Fort Worth. So been to Fort Worth. Been to the Fort Worth Zoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
More than me. That's where this TV show, Hunter Wives, takes place in Texas.
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot of gun culture.
Right.
And this woman that Brittany Snow plays is from Boston. Do you know what I mean? She couldn't be less that if she tried. All right. So funny. I cleaned up all of my brushes, and now I'm looking at them like, oh, that's filthy. So I'm just using some Krylon Clown White double 070. Very tan looking. I have to look. I try to keep them as pristinely white as possible. There. It's impossible. Impossible. Sorry. You're putting the mirror right up in front of me.
All right, I'll watch for that more. How do you keep your Krylon stick so white? I mean, I'm gonna say probably by wiping it.
What?
I
But
mean,
the other thing is, before I put my brush back in, I wipe the brush.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Because it's, also, you need to warm up. Krylon is very waxy, so sometimes I like to pat it on the back of my hand just
Play
to
with
kind
it a
of warm
bit.
it up. Yeah. Sorry.
Am I supposed to tell you about the mirror again?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What I do, the last two drag queen approved videos I did out in the other room. So it was just a new setup, and the camera that I'm using it's just taking me a long time to get this camera to work for me, and now it's kind of working. So I feel like I've got all the right configurations down, but every time I was doing makeup in the first one, I had this up just like that, and it was just in frame enough that the camera focused on it. when I'm watching a video and the camera goes out of focus, makes me crazy. So
Right.
I hated that. So the next one I did, I kept the camera down lower. It's better. But oh, I tell you what.
Yeah, so Beauty Moon Cosmetics is operating out of the UK.
Yeah.
Small business owner. We love supporting small businesses.
Absolutely.
Wilma, anything hopping over at the old Redbubble shop?
No. No, they won't say no. It's all there. I try and keep up with Redbubble because they do sales, but they're not. It's not often like logical. Like they had a Mother's Day, they had a Father's Day, but sometimes they'll just say, "Oh, it's 40% off stickers," and I always miss it. So I suggest if you're interested in getting something from Redbubble, whether it's from me or anyone, be patient. They'll all go on sale at 40%.
Yeah, check back because the sale is coming probably. Good to know. Good to know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try. This is Maybelline Studio. I don't have a lot of luck with these pens, but I try and use them for my under eyes because they're easier. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great.
This is a big tip right now. When you're doing your dominant side, your right hand, you usually can move your hand and do everything. You're good. Bring your head over to the. So some people will change their hand to hold it like this and turn their hand this way. It's still not the right angle, so you're going to fight for balance. This is hard, and you have to get used to doing it. But here's what I do. I put the pen in the other hand. I find my beginning line. Like now, and I want you to know, I just did this.
Right.
They're not exactly the same, but they're pretty balanced. Like I might have to fill this in more, but because I don't press as hard with this because I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up anyway. But here's what you do. You lock your hand in against your body, and you put it where you want it to start.
Could you lose them? There you go.
And then move your head. Don't move your hand. You'll never get this straight if you move your head. You have more control with your head. And then what I like to do is if I like how the lines should look, then I go in and try and balance.
Okay.
But yeah, it's almost impossible to do anything with your less dominant hand unless you train yourself to.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just how I do eyeliner on the side that's harder to do eyeliner. And now I'm going to take I don't know why. I love this green, so I'm going to take this green on a smudger, a proper smudger. This isn't a popping fluff smudger because I've used it already.
Right.
But I'm going to smudge this into my under eye line. And this will diffuse a lot of the black, so it's not too harsh a line. but it also helps you create that underline. And because it's a smudger, you really move the makeup around.
Nice.
Yeah, and then if you need to fix the upper side where the white is, just take your white and a bit more, and then you go above it and clean that line. That's what show you on top. So I don't think that this is bad, but to clean it up with more white here. Just on the top to give it a better line. That's how I do it. All right. Let me get this done and we'll throw on a lip.
Hello, Witchy 90210.
Oh,
Glad you
yeah.
could join us. I want to say the color you're using right now is called Shadow Hex.
Yes.
Medusa
Well,
palette. Just showing the palette on screen while you do the second eye. And
oh God. I'm just going into snake bite with a very fine angled brush, and I'm just darkening the corner line here.
cool. So Wilma, you're gonna do a lip now?
Yeah, I was yeah, I'll do my lips and then I'll throw on my eyelashes.
Nice.
And sorry, my nose keeps running.
Huh.
It was weird because normally it's this nostril that just like a faucet. It's awful. The minute I start putting makeup on, but today it was this nostril, and now it's come over to this side. I don't know.
So we got about 15-20 minutes left in the live. So if anyone has any, burning questions or anything, or wants to let us know what you got cooking for August, that would be great.
Yeah, what's happening? Tell us.
Yeah, we're all over what's going on in your neck of the woods. Even if your neck of the woods is just your living room. Oh, Beauty Moon saying, Wilma, it's fabulous.
I just realized I want to do the black lip idea with. I thought I had a black lip one.
Do you have a dark purple, maybe?
I do. Got this one.
You can't see your lips. Oh, I love that. Can we do an angle? There we go. Okay, we can't see the bottom. There we go.
So bad at lining my lips.
I mean, I always find it's a journey for myself.
I don't want to end up in Bozo the Clown territory.
I hear you.
Okay, just let me plan my attack. All right, so I'm going to take the Beauty Moon Black Medusa eyeshadow as a lipstick.
When you do the top, can we see it? There we go. Oh.
Yeah, I would never do a look like this on my own. Like, I don't want to blot it because it'll shear it out. Okay. I'm going to take this color here, Moonlit Spell, because it goes through a lot of colors. Orange, yellow, pink. It's a good color. If it doesn't do what I want it to do, I'm going to go in with Wrath, which is pink. But I'm going to use my finger for this. I feel like that's going to be the best way to do this.
Ooh. Oh, Beauty Moon says that they're gonna go glamping in August
Oh, how nice.
to the Yorkshire Dales.
Pardon the pun.
That sounds lovely.
Just a note, when gay people go camping, it's always cool.
I mean, I don't even want to go to the park half the time.
Yeah, I avoid my own balcony because it's not it. We're going to go in with Wrath, which is the pink one just in the middle.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm just going to take a bit of the Immortal, which is the silver. Very silver.
It is. Oh, can we see the mirror? Thank you.
I'm just layering colors now at this point.
It's an opportunity.
No, I should have used a new towel.
Do-do-do-do. Secret fixings.
This is also one of the reasons why when I'm doing my complexion, I leave all of my brushes with all of my products on them. I don't leave them out. So I'm going to take this because it's my foundation. I'm pinching it,
Oh, we can't see. There you go.
just dabbing it, just to clean up that upper lip.
Smart.
Yeah. Okay, so let me throw on some lashes. We'll throw on some pearl. Chloe Demure sent me a Christmas gift bag, grab bag, survival kit. And in it were these mints for the Golden Girls.
Oh my gosh, so sweet.
And this is what I keep my eyelashes in.
Oh, that's so smart.
I'm a whore for a little tin. A little box, a little tin. If I'm at your house and you have these, I'll open each and every one to see what you have in there because I expect that they all have something important to them. I had a friend who had a collection of nothing in any of them. It drove me to distraction. All right. Also, let me just grab.
Well, we've got a lot of fans of the look. Teresa says that they love the look. Got some wonderful comments from Beauty Moon.
trying to find, oh, here it is. Let's try to find my Poppy and Fluff.
Ah,
Blush
Poppy and
palette.
Fluff.
I just realized I didn't have any blush on. I was thinking, sorry. So I'm going to go into, I'm going to use Delicate, this, and the purple for deepening, but I'm going into Delicate first. And just up here, I want to have a lot of this starkness off my face. If you do a smile and run your brush over it, it won't go anywhere but the apple of your cheek. If you're ever worried about how much left, just do that and just lightly rub it over. It'll go exactly where you want. The key to good makeup, ugly faces. And then I take pink, which I love this color. It's called Blushing.
Nice.
I think it should be called arse slapping, but that's just me.
Oh, Martha Anastasia, hello.
Oh, good Christ.
I love it. You're bringing us in at the finish. We got 10 minutes left, Martha Anastasia. But I mean, the timing is impeccable.
Yeah. And then this purple, pink me. Just love this. This is my blush contour.
Honestly, one day I feel like I have to do a look with and I just have to overdo it with blush because I'm so timid with it.
It's, I was, but then, you know, the best thing I have going for me is I edit myself. I film and then I edit and I watch and I go, oh, that's horrible. Why is it? I thought I had more blush on than that.
Right.
I clearly have to put more on.
Same.
I've learned what looks good and what will be good are two different things.
Totally. The number of times when I've thought I've had so much makeup on and then I look at the photos afterwards and it's like, no, nothing. You look like it's like daytime practically.
Yeah. I'm taking a bit of the whimsical and delicate together. It's a pinky orange thing. Just going into the contour line just to warm it up. And again, this makes it bronzer. But you would have sun up here. Bottom of the chin and over the nose. You need a little, somebody's had a drink.
You've got to stay hydrated.
Well, it's a hard knock life if you don't. I'm just going to glue these eyelashes on quick and then do the heart. This is wig bond. Weave bond. I'm not supposed to put this on your eyes. But I'm not. I'm putting it on my eyelids. But I'll tell you, drag queen lashes are so heavy, regular eyelash glue doesn't work.
Right.
They'll just stroke it.
Right. You need to take it to another level.
Whole other floor of the building. And when I put on my lashes, I put the corner in the corner of my eyelash, but this goes up the eye line of the wing.
Right.
And that's how my eyes look more snatched because I don't want them to curve down on my eyelid because then my eyes look.
Got it. Yeah, sometimes it's really just knowing these techniques.
And then I stick the corner, then I pull the eyelash a bit across just to create some tension. But do you see how it's on an angle?
Right.
And then that way, I don't have this droopy corner lid, which can be because you end up, you do all this work and then you're done with the eyeliner and you're like,
fair.
what happened to that?
Totally fair.
But this is just liquid latex. The next thing with this, is if you have it on your hand, you can.
Oh,
it pills right up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the nice thing with it is if you get it anywhere, it's easy to clean up. You don't end up with it all over the place. You just roll like pebble it out.
Pebble it out. Just like I did in high school.
Yeah, I don't hear about sex.
Are you sure?
Write me a little note.
Yeah, I'll put it in a sonnet for you.
Pop up.
Pop up.
Also, you don't want to put too much on. So what I do is I run my finger along the band, the edge of the band, and get any excess off, because there's nothing worse than putting eyelash glue on your eyelash and it popping into your eye. Oh, it's the worst.
Daisy is saying it's not fun if you get hair bond in your wig. Not that that ever happened to them.
It's as far to develop the queen to be doing things.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's one of her drag offspring going around blinding themselves in Vegas. But Daisy is another one. She has a fabulous YouTube channel where she talks about books, and I still read, so I love her channel. But on top of that, she's usually doing a review on books while she's doing her makeup. And she's somebody too. I remember when I first came across her, you know, it was rough. We all were. We all were. You go back far enough in my videos, oh, child. It's not pretty. But Daisy does such a good job with her makeup now. Like, it's ridiculous.
It looks like you've got something, it's on your left eye, like that left, correct?
Like right there where my finger is.
No, above it, like below your eyebrow. It looks like, I'm not sure if it's a little bit of bond
Oh, yeah,
glue.
it is. The big bond will get you every time.
Yeah, there you go. Treacherous.
Oof, all right. I styled this wig. This is a Webster wig. They do these tinfoil wigs. These highlighted. They're highlighted with tinfoil. But they would only do blonde or something. It was weird. And they never had a ginger. And then all of a sudden, one day they had a ginger. So I bought one for myself. Because I had one for Wilma Fingerdoo.
Ooh.
And I wanted her to have a sparkly wig. But then I was like, it's my sparkle. Screw her.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if this is the best. Look, this lace needs to be. Oh, I apologize for the roughness of my drag.
But it does look really beautiful with those eyebrows,
Yeah,
particularly.
right?
Yeah.
And the best way to hold a wig down with a really good hairspray. This is Osis, which is made by Schwarzkopf, which is bed. Do that, and I hold this thing. La la la.
La, la, la.
Yeah, I don't mind that look. I mean, I think I would do a different. I went with the dark purple because I was thinking it needed to be dark. I think I could have done a lighter color there.
With the
Just this purple crown about the lid. But I don't hate it. That's for sure.
I think it's fun.
Yeah. Just wish I'd stopped this week.
Oh.
No, it didn't break.
Yay!
Ooh.
Ooh. So,
Yeah,
the look is great. Any last words for the folks out there?
Well, I don't know if I would do this normally. I think for a more dramatic look, I would do a black lipstick with shimmers on it. All of my Beauty Moon cosmetic palettes are in the other room because I'm doing a ranking, and I think there are other shimmers in other palettes that would have done better with this for me. But for this look, for Medusa themed look, all I wish is I had green eye contacts. But I don't hate this look.
That's very cute.
Yeah, no, I don't dislike it, but it's I wish that I had more experience doing this because I don't think I did it the
Right.
best service.
Well, honestly, there's no way to get experience other than to get experience,
And this
right?
is it. This is it. This is
Yeah.
how I learned to do makeup. I put it on, and if it worked, great. If it didn't, well, we just ignore that.
We progress.
maybe filming we plan to do that, maybe don't do. Just say it. But Beauty Moon Cosmetics Medusa is the whole thing, the whole bundle is on pre-order again. I don't even think you can get the pigments right now.
And I think your palette is on sale on their site right now,
You
too.
can still get the Wilma Fingerdoo. See, I don't have that here. It's out there. These are the two shims that are the two pigments that come with it. Black and silver. They're so good. And then the Medusa eyeshadow base, which my eyes stuck closed. So yeah, you can pre-order that. My palette is about 15-20% off. It's
Yeah, it's like I think it was £5 off, so that's a significant savings. That's like 10 Canadian dollars right there.
Yeah, that's a shipping.
And Teresa's backing us up. She's saying, "Get the Wilma palette." I agree. I got it too.
Well, I appreciate that. It's a good palette. Was it number 1 in my ranking of my Beauty Moon palettes?
Oh,
I don't know.
how
What
will you
if I
find
gave
out?
the spoiler alert and said no?
Ooh.
Where does it fall? Oh, we'll have to tune in to find out. Yeah, film it first. But either way, next week will be my ranking of Beauty Moon palettes. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in getting some Wilma merch, oh, sorry, my eye keeps gluing itself shut. If you're looking to get yourself some Wilma merch, the Redbubble store is always open. There's always a link for it in my description boxes. I don't have a description box link, today, right now, because this is a live, but I'll put it in later. But there's always a sale. So don't feel that, they never run out of stock because they only make things as you order them, right? So it's not like, oh, we ran out of those, we got to make some more. It's like they're always just making what you order. So it's easy pickings for you if you want to check out the Redbubble store. And we also have Lar D'Souza. He did this. This is a Wilma drawing.
Woo! Oh, it's Rosie the Robot.
Yeah, Rosie the Robot. Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, that is cute.
Yeah, Lar's done some great cartoons. And even if you just go to the Redbubble store and look at the drawings that he's done, he and Denise, so great. In my living room, I have some of the drawings Denise did, the original. She sent them to me. So yeah, I really appreciate that. But yeah, well, thanks for joining. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope it's not too hot where you are. And if it is, I hope you have air conditioning. And if you don't, I hope you have a cool friend like Candace records.
Aww.
Keep looking at myself.
I would be looking at myself too if I looked as gorgeous as you do, Wilma. Woo! Oh, Beauty Moon is saying that the Wilma palette is only on sale for a limited time, so grab it.
Or never.
Grab it. Godiva has lent hers out and is already regretting it. Might need another.
You don't share your makeup.
Yeah.
Those bitches get their muddy paws in there.
No, definitely not. So happy last weekend in July, everyone.
That's right. The next time we talk will be August.
Woohoo!
Well, thank you all for your support, your love, your attention, and your interest. And until next time, Missy and Candace. Mwah! Thank you for joining.